Good evening, y'all. It is my daily reading number 258, although recently it's become my nightly reading, and I know it's almost Friday, but I'm going to still read again tomorrow. I've been spending the whole day cleaning and organizing, but I haven't forgotten about you, so I'm on now. I'm going to read once again, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff, Simple Ways to Keep the Little Things from Taking Over Your Life by Richard Carlson, PhD. And this is number 54. Understand the statement, wherever you go, there you are. This is the title of a super book by Jon Kabat-Zinn. As the title suggests, wherever you go, you take yourself with you. The significance of this statement is that it can teach you to stop constantly wishing you were somewhere else. We tend to believe that if we were somewhere else, on vacation, with another partner, in a different career, a different home, a different circumstance, somehow we would be happier and more content. We wouldn't. The truth is, if you have destructive mental habits, if you get annoyed and bothered easily, if you feel angry and frustrated a great deal of the time, or if you're constantly wishing things were different, these identical tendencies will follow you wherever you go. And the reverse is also true. If you are a generally happy person who rarely gets annoyed and bothered, then you can move from place to place, from person to person, with very little negative impact. Someone once asked me, "What are the people like in California?" I asked him, "What are the people like in your home state?" He replied, "Selfish and greedy." I told him that he would probably find the people in California to be selfish and greedy. Something wonderful begins to happen with the simple realization that life, like an automobile, is driven from the inside out, not the other way around. As you focus more on becoming more peaceful with where you are, rather than focusing on where you would rather be, you begin to find peace right now in the present. Then, as you move around, try new things, and meet new people, you carry that sense of inner peace with you. It's absolutely true that wherever you go, there you are. I really do love that. I do want to say, however, that sometimes a change of scenery, a change of putting yourself in a different circumstance can help you to start anew and create that peace. I'll give you my personal experience. I'm from Peoria, Illinois. I had lived here my whole life since the age of 3. And then around the age of 35-ish or something, it was 2010. I was going through a lot of stress. I was involved in a stressful situation regarding an ex-husband of mine and his wife, and my child was involved. And it was very overwhelming and difficult. And I made the decision that I needed to leave in order to maintain my own sanity for my other children. I didn't go very far. I still wanted to be in driving distance of my child. So I moved 45 minutes away. And it entirely changed my life. And I always thought that I would never come back home to Peoria, and I never wanted to because I just had this whole negative, like, emotional perspective about being home. But after living in Bloomington for 4 years, I decided to explore even further, and I moved out of state. This was after that child was all grown up, and I took a few. My youngest went with me, and then the next one came along for a little while. He was between me and his father's. But anyway, I moved out of state, and I was there for a couple years, and I encountered a big loss when I got there almost immediately. It was devastating to me, but I stayed for 2 years anyway, and I grew so much from that experience. And although it was a devastating experience, it brought me to so much peace and content within myself. So I did end up coming back home to Illinois and to Peoria, actually, with a whole different perspective. And I have had so much joy. Actually, have had so much joy. I've made an entirely new circle of friends since I've been home as well. So sometimes you do have to go away for a while to gain a new perspective on life. And then sometimes you could go back to the place you originated, and because of that new outlook, you'll see it in an entirely different way. And that could truly be a blessing. So that's all I have for tonight. I'm sending out love, light, and healing energy. Ask that you pass it on and pay it forward. And until later today, peace. Later.